A major international story to tell you about next. Canadian-born Paul Whelan and Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich were set free today as the United States and Russia completed their largest prisoner swap in post-Soviet history. The multinational deal involving 24 people. Manisa Donabalan joining us live in studio with all the new developments. Manisa.
Good evening, Matt. The exchange came after weeks of speculation. Global Affairs Canada hasn't provided any comment on the exchange yet. The one expert says while it's great news for families of those impacted, some of the people the West released committed serious crimes. A Russian government plane was seen landing in Turkey today, where 24 people were set free in the prisoner swap that involved the U.S., Russia, Germany, Poland, Slovenia, Norway, and Belarus. The trade follows years of back-channel negotiations.
The deal that made this possible was a feat of diplomacy and friendship. Multiple countries helped get this done. They joined the difficult, complex negotiations at my request.
Among those released was Canadian-born Paul Whelan and Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich. Whelan was detained in December 2018 after traveling to Russia for a wedding. He was convicted of espionage charges, which he and the U.S. have said were false, and was serving a 16-year prison sentence.
If you accept the premise, and I think there's a lot of evidence to support that the people who are being released by Russia were held on trumped-up charges or they are political prisoners, then, in a way, Vladimir Putin is able to use hostages.
The White House said 8 prisoners were being sent back to Russia. Some say the U.S. paid a significant price in the deal. Among the Russians jailed in the West were alleged sleeper agents who lived double lives, while others were convicted of hacking computers, and a man who was convicted in Germany of killing a former Chechen rebel in Berlin.
Problem is that where this is very understandable from the perspective of the families, but if you're a leader of a country, you have to ask yourself, what is the message that is sent? Is this providing an incentive for hostage takers? Because you pay a very high ransom.
And in terms of timing, some analysts speculate that the Russian president wanted the deal to go through before the U.S. elections. Today's exchange is the latest in the past 2 years, following a December 2022 trade that brought WNBA star Brittney Griner back to the U.S. in exchange for a notorious arms trafficker. Matt?